Hello, my friends, and welcome to anybody new who is joining us this week. You're very welcome as we reflect on ways in which we can enhance our experience of living this one wild, wonderful life. Thank you to Ulrich for his lovely message and encouragement, and also to Mary McCarthy from Skibbereen, and to Professor Carney, who very kindly pointed out to me that there's a terrible clash between my red jumper and the orange chair I'm on. So I've changed the background colour just in case that becomes a distraction. Thank you, Trish, too, also for your comments. People obviously love Noreen's comments on the Psalm 121, especially on her use of Psalm cards. Now, I know it's Christmas and it can be a very joyful time, but also an extremely lonely time for people. And I just have a sense that this really supportive and encouraging and loving community that is the people who watch this week in, week out, I think if we send out the intention of compassion, of love for each person this Christmas, that could make a difference, that could make a difference. That's certainly my wish, that we'd hold each other in compassionate love, that we may experience the birth of Christ, new birth, this Christmas. One suggestion for Christmas, a thought. I've often thought of the importance of being reborn. And I think Christmas is a time for us to reflect on birth. And I was really encouraged some years ago when I came across the concept put forth by Hannah Arendt, a German philosopher, where she wanted to get us to focus on our natality, that in contrast to our mortality. She was very critical of philosophy and religion for its overemphasis and concern about death, that we're beings towards death, and that it's the next life should be our preoccupation, and that's what we should be worried about and preparing for, and missing out on this life. So she proposed this term natality, that we're natals, born to live, and that we can be reborn every day, And she wanted us to celebrate this life to the full rather than spend it preparing for the next life. And I found that a very uplifting notion, natality. When I think of, if we define our lives in terms of our mortality going towards death, which she doesn't deny as a reality, but if we have that as our focus or image in our head, and images are very powerful, then I always felt it was sort of life was narrowing in to this inevitable ending. And that wasn't very life-giving or enhancing. Whereas when I thought and heard of natality, and I could be reborn every day is a new day, and it gives me a much broader, wider spectre of this life, and encourages me to begin anew every day, that I can be reborn. Elie Wiesel, the Holocaust survivor, said what God gave Adam was not so much forgiveness, but the capacity to begin again. And goodness, we need that capacity to begin again, especially in these days, pick ourselves up and go on. Now, I'm convinced that if we assent to this life, if we assent to cooperating, to engaging with life, that it will provide us with the strength and the energy to be reborn, to go again every day. So I'll leave you for Christmas with that thought of natality, that we're natals, born to live, and hope that you find some peace, happiness, and contentment this Christmas, given all the circumstances that are so different and so challenging for everybody. Do join us in the ceremonies by the webcam if you can. You'd be more than welcome. And this is the end of Series 2. And thank you for being with me. It's been real fun and a pleasure. And I have so many things I want to do, so many more things in the new year, which excite me and give me energy. So I'll be doing that. And I must just thank Irene Fenton, who's been enormously helpful to me in doing filming and advising me on my colour schemes and on so many other things. Thank you, Irene. And thank you to you all for joining me on Mindful Monk. And I'll see you in the new year. In the meantime, Happy Christmas and every blessing for the season. And keep safe and keep well. And see you in the new year, 2021.